Hello, it is me. I have once again returned with some more Triple Z. Oh boy. Gotta get those free pulls. Oh man, I don't know if it's the cold weather, the wind, or something on the wind, but I have been coughing non-stop today, and it has not been pretty. It's like boogers everywhere. Oh no, like right now I need to... Oh, excuse me. That was a nice light one. We like it when it stays light, not too heavy. You know, like a heavy cream stuck in caught in your throat. Just gagged it or oh, that could probably take it out of context. Oh well. Anyway, as per usual, we must get our daily dry cleaning out of the way. Hey, let's see what we were using. Astra last time, I believe. Slap me up here and there. Ah, nice. We could just use recommend tapes. Just be like, yep. Go. Do store work for me. Bamboo 18. If only we could do this in real life. Be like, computer, I order you to do my paperwork. Because I would not. I refuse. I need to see the outside. What does the sun look like? Well, I'd say that, but usually that is what my work entails, being outside. And I want to be inside. Yeah, I want to stay inside. Yes, hopeful of my hobo cave.
A hot cup of coffee isn't just for the early birds.
Ah, yes. Where we can relax, kick our feet up. I say, which I still need to get a bloody new chair because it's still falling apart on me.
But a calm and relaxed mindset.
I am like balancing almost these days because the little back of it is so much on an angle that I'm like all the way back here. I don't think the chair's meant to do that. Anyway, ooh. Story? No. You know what? I didn't actually manage to squeeze in any more Zenless after like stream yesterday. So what we will do is we're gonna go jump into... Find it. It's got outposts. Here we are. Yes, take us there. Let us bat. Oh, actually, before I do that, now that I'm thinking about it, how are these going? Yeah. A B on that one, but then I have an A on the last one. That's yes, that's rather. Yeah, well, I must have been like terrible. It's probably this half here. I know my Soldier 11. Like, I really got to put a better team together for it. And also, like, improve her, like, skill levels and whatnot. Because they're kind of like, what, sitting at 6 or something? 8 is usually pretty good. Because I think, like, the jump from 6 to 8 is pretty big. It's kind of like, what is it? Usually in Star Rail, from level 9 to 10 for maxing out a skill is like a big jump. Have I done this yet? No. Got 3 days to do it. Yeah, that's fine. I'll do it tomorrow. I can't be bothered. We just want to do the big boss. Yes. Try and see if we can improve our run times here a little bit. Probably won't do that today. I just do the Dead Butcher, and then go do story because you know, got to get their story out while we're live. Because otherwise I'll be sitting on it for like a week, multiple weeks, and by the time like I do it, it's like, oh my goodness, the next patch is coming out tomorrow. Don't want that to happen again. Chain attacks hit enemies, or just more disavows and and we'll try this one. Probably not the most optimum path.
Want to see the lead scarf?
Oh wait, I think I just have a... No, I can't just...
I'm here.
I thought I could choose a preset. Well, here you go then, Ellen. It's got to be Ellen. We could bring either. And then we just need to bring... So Kaku, that should hopefully make everyone happy. Yes! Unfortunately, we could use Lycone, but Lycone... I have him sitting a little bit lower than everybody else. I think he's sitting there like 45 or something, kind of similar to Cole. I really need to... Actually, we can just have it right now. Yeah, no, it's 51. Okay. Just not nice. Same with
Awaiting further
some of
instructions.
my other games. You can see who I really used. Oh boy.
Let's start the experiment.
I was lucky to get Grace not that long ago. I just haven't leveled it all. Oh! Fully hit the back
Wanna see the
button
rest?
too many
Touch my
times.
tail, and now.
I'm here, so we got time for another win.
But at least it's
Is it okay?
not too bad to get more back again. Alright, there we go. Flipping heck. Oh, such a fool. Fool of a took. Just reminded of Gandalf going. Jeez. Oh, I should have just.
I'll help this time.
It's been a while since I played this team setup. And I win to the game. Look at that terrible result. Too much time wasted. So really, not very optimum, but I'm gonna have to try and play Ellen. Swap. Actually, what was the special condition? I forgot.
Time to eat!
Good riddance.
Oh, don't you just love when you like can't afford this guy forever and you just get walloped? Yes, it's the enhanced version, but still.
Troublesome.
I got out of the way this time. Normally that jump kind of catches me sometimes. This is not going very well. Look at how many points it made. Not even 1,000. I should really read this. Not bad. When they use a defensive system or chain attack. Ah, I should be doing that. Maybe I should restart again. No, you know what? We'll just finish.
How about this?
Can't spend too much. What story?
Only champions make history.
Don't
Shouldn't
look
have
at
thrown
me.
my back like that. He's not leveled enough.
Looks like the job's
About to
not
come
done.
up.
Get back.
Gotcha now.
Reset before it disappears.
My turn
And
now!
I should be like really using my defense.
Not bad, not bad.
I can also
Really
be
gotta
counted
use,
as
gotta use the mechanic.
Sharp
I'm just gonna
none.
throw them out. There's damage.
Yep. Sharp. Take this. Move it.
Oh no. I tapped Q to do my ult instead of just swap to that.
Let's go!
Stop the raging blade!
Want me to do it?
We can at least make it to 1,400. That would be nice for halfway.
There it is. I'm unstoppable! Be gone!
Help is here!
Getting me stuck up again.
We're just getting started.
Light him up. Yeah, why not? I care about
Don't look at me. Thank you for your patronage.
As much damage as you can.
Take this.
Damn it. Yep, time out. That could have gone way better if I just remembered what the boss fight effect was. B for baloney. Baloney. Oh well, that's okay. Was a nice warm-up for our less intense story content. Let's see. Yeah, we just need to get another star for that one. That wouldn't be too hard. Just got to abuse the, like I said, the boss mechanic. Because I think it's like, what, every time you use a chain attack, you get another trigger for your... Is this thing, Nick? No? Yes? Maybe? No, it does say it. So I guess it's just the, the natural way of getting it every time you use chain attack. I wasn't paying too much attention if it gave me like a full amount back though. Some of those I guess like what, one parry token, whatever you want to call it, for each of those defensive assists. Alright, let us return to the story. Nice little warm-up. Arguably for less intense content. And we'll just throw Jane in there again. She works quite well. We could try like another anomaly unit. Actually, yes, I could have done that. I could have just brought me up here. Whatever. See how she goes with that. Never mind.
Where's the sacrifice core?
It's in my other pocket.
Camille, you really think I'd stroll around with something this important? Plus, even though the Ravenlocks and the Exaltus have been working together for ages, I've hardly even met Lady Dina. I'm the one offering the sacrifice core here. I'm curious what Lady Dina's got lined up for me in return.
I'm just here to verify that the core you mentioned is real. Once that's sorted, Lady Dina will give you a proper response. Our partnership isn't just talk. We need to be sure you have what we need before moving forward.
Sure thing. I'll take you to where I keep the core. Once you verify it's legit, have Lady Dina come over. We'll...
All right.
Oh,
lead the way.
It. My hand, no.
It seems Hartman is trying to bargain for more. What a greedy and insatiable man.
I should just like take my hand off my mouse. There we go.
Why would they only send
Now I have to go
Camille
out
for
of my
something
way
as
to push the
important
button.
as the sacrifice core? And I can't shake the feeling that Camille doesn't want Hartman and Dina to meet. Why is that?
Yeah, who is Dina? Dina the dinosaur?
Who's this Dina
Hello,
he just
Dina?
mentioned? Is she the leader of the Exaltists? Kind of. Lord Phaethon, I really think we should hurry. We must get to where Hartman keeps the core before anyone else does.
Could it be her mother? Oh no. The whole family's in this business.
I've got a shortcut planned, but there are gonna be ethereals along the way. I'll let you handle them, Vivian.
Don't worry,
Every
Lord
family
Phaethon.
member's part of the
You're in
business or
capable
something like
hands. I'll ensure your safety.
Whoa, what the?
Wait for me.
My eyes like playing with me there? That looked like a massive like frame rate drop on the dodge back on her here.
Wait for me.
Weird. I don't know.
Ethereal.
Looks fine now.
Stay
Maybe it
away
was
from Lord
just
Phaethon.
acid loading possibly in the background. And now it's out of the room. We need to stack pockets.
Looks like Hartman's trying to negotiate for more
Maybe.
leverage. Let's get out
Handguns
of
more
here
like a
before we're
minigun.
spotted.
We only have one stack.
Sure.
Oh no, I've got some more.
Let's keep moving, Lord Phaeton.
Wait, was that just from her doing the chain attacks? She gets stacks from chain attacks as well? Ooh. Urge to pull. Once again, rise.
Leave the enemies to me, Lord Phaeton.
Oh, wow, that is a chomp. That could be more like Jane, though, I think.
Eat. Don't get hit.
Give her that shield. That shield food. The shield food.
Sorry.
My turn.
Oh, what? Why did that not defensive? Parry.
They're still over there. Looks like they're arguing.
Gotta get those defensives. Just
It's
stack
our
more.
chance. Let's hurry.
What they
No
call
matter who has the
Armor
sacrifice
blooms.
core,
Get the
Hartman
blooms.
or the Exaltists, it would be really dangerous. Hand over what's in the box.
Look at
We do this
the
the hard
civilians are against us.
You sure talk big, little girl. Let's see if you can get past me first.
Let's hurry and secure the sacrifice core.
Oh,
Lord Phaeton, the box is empty.
speaking of web slingers, there was like a little event for Wua where you could play as a bunch of the, trial some of the other characters and whatnot. And I missed out on like the patch Brant got added on the banner and whatnot. Holy crap, he's fun to play. It feels very much like you're playing a Spider-Man. Swinging around, running into enemies with his lasso and whatnot, and then like just jumping on an anchor randomly.
So Hartman never kept the core here to begin
Very
with?
fun. I was like, oh, I'll have to try and pull him next time. And then it's like, the anniversary patch is gonna re-add like 8 characters or something on the banners or whatnot, and I'm just like, oh, Brant is in there too. But I have no resources, so I'm screwed. Well, I think I have enough
How did you even
for
find your
a
way
character
here?
2, maybe,
Where's the core in the box?
to guarantee
What
at
did
least.
you do with it?
You call this keeping the sacrifice core safe?
I bet it's Hugo. It's not Hugo. I'm okay, never mind.
Vivian, it's been ages.
Dina!
Oh my, you actually remember me. So sweet. Look at you, thriving. I thought you'd totally forgotten about our past. So, tell me, do you ever dream about the people you've killed? Are they crying in your head all night?
Back then, I had no idea.
You had no idea? While you were soaking up all that love from your daddy and everyone else, you had no idea what was going on?
Who does? Dina Bastina?
I wasn't.
Lady Dina, Miss Vivian didn't actually...
Camille, when did I say you could meet up with Hartman today?
I just wanted to make sure the sacrifice core is legit. I was worried Hartman might try to pull a fast one on us.
Well, it's not even there now, is it? So,
Really? So loyal. I thought you'd be more like the old days. Just a few words from Vivian, and you'd be plotting my demise. Just like what you did with Father.
I won't, Lady Dina.
Don't even think about betraying me, Camille. You owe me for what went down back then. However, I do understand your worries. This core,
Oh, did she nick it and was having a look or something?
fake.
No way! I got this straight from Hugo. It can't be fake.
Of course. He must have switched around it long before.
How can you just claim it's fake without any proof?
Maybe. When he got stabbed in his heart, he replaced his heart with the sacrifice core. Is that how it's used?
Ugh, seriously?
Maybe that's why Lycan also thinks he did stab through the heart, while Hugo was like, haha, you just did exactly what I wanted. I replaced my heart with the core. While it kind of makes sense. Does sound a bit far-fetched.
The sacrifice core can max out the ether particles within human bodies in no time at all. But look at your little subordinate. How uncouth. He's making noises like some animal. Can you shut him up? So annoying. The masterpiece Father made for the creator isn't this worthless piece of junk you're holding.
So, the real core.
Vivian, where do you think the sacrifice core is really at?
I don't know. If I knew where the real core was, I'd destroy it without a second thought. Dina, you understand what the sacrifices are. And you know those who were blessed should not have to endure such horrors.
Oh, they shouldn't have suffered those horrors. Weren't you the one who decided if they'd be blessed or not? If it weren't for your tears, how would they have encountered such misfortune? How self-righteous, Vivian. Their fates were in your hands. It was you who brought disaster on them.
Landon just needed an excuse. He needed someone to blame.
Yeah, I still don't believe this nonsense. It's like, just because she can, perceive the future doesn't mean it's her fault. That she's the one causing it. So it's kind of baloney. Maybe it's the fact that you can see the future that is the cause of the. I don't know.
Whether I shed tears or not,
It just
he'd treat living
contradicts
beings
himself
as
there.
mere subjects for his sacrifice experiments. Dina, you know all of this. Landon even went so far as to sacrifice you.
Shut up, shut up, shut up! Father did it for his great cause. Vivian, why do you always mess everything up for me? Everything! You did it before, and now again! You just had to ruin my plan. I was so close to fulfilling Father's last wish. If you don't give me the sacrifice core, be prepared to become food for the ethereals.
I told you I don't have the sacrifice core. Otherwise, I would have destroyed it already. Lord Phaethon, find the right moment to retreat. She can be quite unpredictable when her temper flares.
Oh, really? You don't have it? Then I suppose there isn't a reason to keep you alive.
How could you say this all in front of a police investigator? Jane's right there, dude. Well, story-wise, I guess not. Explosions.
More ethereals are coming.
Let's make this quick.
Just get those flowers.
Now, you're the prey.
Too many. There's no chance to get out of this.
Some more.
It's not enough. What are you talking about? Throw more. They're too easy.
Notice me. Lord.
Okay. I'll make it painless.
Oh, double the blue. Someone hit you. Try to hit me. Oh, okay. Well, he died before I could parry it.
Stay.
He also died.
Stay.
Too
Lord
quick.
Nathan!
Come on. Hey,
There are so many.
I did interrupt my gameplay. Oh, it's there.
It's ink.
The Void Hunter ranked special investigator.
Shun Palace, good fortune, closed gate, safety.
What?
An evil miasma gathers here. Another place of conflict. If you wish to avoid disaster, then head southeast. Now.
Thank you.
She's going to speak in poetry throughout. Let's just enjoy. Explosion of ink.
Finally, peace and quiet.
That little bird. One we saw in
You must be Belle, right?
the Hardo investigation story bit before they just gave you the weekly Battle Forge bit.
Mayflower mentioned a special partner might need my help.
Can I ask, who are you?
And she's got a rather detailed outfit as well. Look at that. Jeez.
I'm the 13th generation master of Yunque Summit. You can call me Yishuan.
Yishuan.
Mayflower passed along your info, and I was curious what kind of person you are, so I came to see. At first, I thought it might be a hassle, but your energy feels really calming. Quite nice, actually.
Oh, so you're the investigator the mayor talked about.
Yes, he also asked me to be your temporary teacher and offer you a bit of guidance.
I've heard rumors about this character that she's apparently like her own. She's gonna be like a new character type or something. Like, you know how we have attack, deal, stun. What's the tank one called? I don't know. We'll just say tank. Anomaly and then support.
Guidance?
She's apparently in.
What
Well,
exactly does that
rumored to
mean?
be a new. I wouldn't know that. There is no definitive proof until they themselves, the developers, say anything.
Unfortunately, this isn't the right time or place to talk. I have some investigation work to catch up on, and it seems you've got quite a lot on your hands, so let's part ways for now. I'll find a good time to visit you soon.
I'm so sorry, Lord Vathan. I'm just not feeling very well.
Yeah, like I said, though, they show so many characters, though, it's just kind of like, how many of them are going to be S rank? Oh my goodness, the amount of calls.
I think I'll head back for now. I'll investigate the sacrifice core and reach out once I find something.
Again, it's like, could
Definitely
save.
need some rest. Let's get out of the hollow.
I'm very, I don't know, conflicted. Because I actually quite enjoy Anomaly character types. Even though, like, Miyabi's pretty busted. I don't even know if you could call her Anomaly. She does just, she seems more like a attack type.
Lord Vathan, are you going to rest now? I'm not in a hurry to get back. You've been kind of off since we got out, and it's got me worried.
But you know how it goes. Trying to think of, like, future-proof characters, if, well, possible. Which Vivian kind of seems like she would be, because she just overall gives, like, massive percentage buffs to a lot of Anomaly proc types. So, they're not going to start making Anomaly characters anytime soon, you know what I mean? They may bring out new ones that may, could power creep older ones. But if we go by like what the developers said, they are quite happy to just change older characters or tweak them to kind of fit with newer characters that may come out later down the line?
If something's bugging you, just spill it if you want to. I'm a pretty good listener, you know.
Of course, we
I
hope
didn't
they'll
mean to keep my
keep
past
that
from you, Lord Phaethon.
promise. I mean, they haven't written it in Word, but they've definitely said it on their little dev talk. See, I would take that at face value. It's like, well, you said it on your official stream.
When I was little, people thought I brought misfortune, so no matter where I went, no one wanted me around for long. Then, one day, Landon adopted me and brought me to the Exaltists. There, I met Dina, who was so kind to me, treating me like a dear sister. She told me her father, Landon, was a great man who'd one day make everyone stop fearing the Hollows. So all life could live freely inside and outside of them.
By what, turning them into hollow? So everyone's a hollow, then nobody has to fear anything because everyone's a hollow?
Dina helped Landon pick people for the blessing, and everyone in the Exaltists respected her greatly.
Well, no, that was it the last Big Patch's theme? With, what's his name? Breaker? Bernard? Something? Forgotten already.
Those who received the blessing would have a better ether aptitude, allowing them to enter the Hollow freely without fear of sudden disaster. Back then,
Ooh.
Dina would chat with me every day, always about the Exaltists and her father. But things between us shifted when Landon asked me to step in for Dina. Landon told me I didn't only bring misfortune, and that if I listened to him, I could actually help people. After that, he'd take me to meet people, and if I shed tears, he'd give them a blessing medicine. Those who got the blessing could dodge calamities. At first, I was ecstatic, thinking I could help others. I shared my joy with Dina, but
Oh.
that was when she started to pull away from me.
I see. So it's like, how dare you take my my dad's attention away from me? I hate you. I hate you. Or something. Well, I mean, not that
Blessing
bad
medicine.
for getting, but you know what I mean.
Please tell me that wasn't the sacrifice serum Bringer had.
Ah, Bringer. There we go. Thank you.
Yes, to be precise, it was an early version of the sacrifice serum. Landon's medicine wasn't stable. The medicine Landon developed could boost abilities quickly, but also sped up the development of ether corruption. In the end, most people turned into ethereals, and a few became sacrifices, losing all human consciousness. The ethereals were killed while the sacrifices were given to the higher-ups of the Exaltists. The Exaltists wanted the sacrifices to hold human consciousness, so Landon's medicine was seen as a failure, and he gradually lost influence within the Exaltists. One day, I saw Dina, and tears streamed down my face. In a bid to save his reputation, Landon decided to let his own daughter receive the blessing. I had always thought that getting the blessing was a good thing, until I saw terror in Dina's eyes that day. That evening, I broke Landon's rules for the first time and followed him out of the Exaltist's residence. I trailed him to the Hollow, where I witnessed someone who had been blessed becoming corrupted. In the end, that person became an ethereal. Then, without hesitation, Landon killed him. Before Landon returned, I went back to the residence and snuck into his study. And there, I uncovered the truths I just told you.
Damn. Then why is Dina being such a yacht? Like this yacht behind us. What a fabulous yacht.
And just a
And
few
it's
days
blue.
later,
We call it the bee yacht.
it was time for Dina to be blessed.
The blue yacht is the bee yacht. That's also what Dina's being right now.
I wanted to save her and stop anyone else from getting deceived. So, that day, I told everyone present that Landon should be the one to receive the blessing, not Dina. At first, Landon argued, and no one believed me. But, in front of them all, I looked at him and let my tears fall. Lord Landon, please accept the blessing.
Vivian, you...
Look at that. Psychopath.
Why won't you accept the blessing? Were you lying to us?
Ungrateful fools! You have no use anymore!
You ungrateful fools who took everything away from me. Sorry. I was just suddenly reminded of Sonic Adventure 2 there. Oh no, the small child is upset.
Run! Run!
Dina! Dina, wake up! We have to go!
Vivian? What's happening?
Listen to me. Lord Landon's so-called blessing isn't...
No, I was just...
Mom, I want to go home.
It's got nothing to do with us. This is just what happens when you don't accept the blessing.
Vivian, was this you?
Oh, boy.
Dina, I just didn't want you to accept the blessing. Everyone who does ends up...
I just don't want to lose my father.
You knew? If you knew what he's done...
He's my father. He's all I have. Stop being self-righteous, Vivian. You
What a
only ever
victim.
bring misfortune.
Perpetuating this. If she already knew that she's like just as guilty as him, I'd say, well, should have just let it burn on. Well, that's a regret.
Dina would leave the Exaltists. I never expected her to continue his research, or that Camille would stay. Camille lost her entire family in a hollow disaster, so she's always supported the Exaltists. She's not a bad person. She's just someone searching for hope. She joined the Exaltists very early on, and even watched Dina grow up. That day, she was just so desperate to save Dina that all these years she's been following Dina, taking care of everything out of guilt, I think. But I didn't just fail to save Dina. I trapped her. I see misfortune approaching, but I can never change its course or avoid the bad ending. Maybe I really am a bringer of misfortune.
No way. You're not the one bringing bad luck. Whatever went down with the Exaltists, Landon used you. As for Dina and Camille, they know the truth, and they just made their choices.
They're filthy.
The hollows and the disasters they caused took more than just their loved
They
ones.
do not deserve
But
your
not all survivors
pity.
cling to obsession and hatred like they do.
Lord Phaethon,
We should crush them. Let the
You need to
weirds
believe in
stay.
yourself. You're currently resolving the sacrifice crisis with your own effort. I remember you saying you really like yourself now. So what's changed?
yes, that'll always be true. Thank you for listening to my story today. Years have gone by, but I've never had the courage to face all this. Maybe Dina and I were meant to meet today, so I could finally spill it all out. It lightens my heart a little. Lord Phaethon, you truly are a wonderful listener.
Whenever you're feeling down, don't hesitate to come to me.
Well, all we can really do is listen because we're just a viewer outside the screen, staring at it,
I will.
making our side remarks
It's been
whenever
such a long day.
we feel like
You must be exhausted.
we're unable to change the course of
I'll
the
track
story.
down the location of the sacrifice core and let you know what I find. Good night, Lord Phaethon.
After bidding farewell to Vivian, you head back to the video store. You see the collectible she gifted you on the table. and it stirs a flood of memories. You've been through so much lately. You hope the sacrifice crisis can be resolved smoothly. Pondering the whereabouts of the real sacrifice core, where it sits in, and before you know it, you drift off to sleep. Then you wake. It was all a dream. None of it was real. You find Vivian next to you in bed. Oh my goodness! Who let you in here? Is that why I had such a strange dream? Woman, why is your umbrella here? Okay, enough of it. About the sacrifice. What you do know something was? Has a certain man wielding a suitcase, scythe, gun said anything to you recently? Ah. Okay, let's do that. You are about to enter immersive storytelling. Oh man, it's already been 40 minutes. Probably not going to stream too long today. Even though it's holiday tomorrow.
Sure.
I did want to do a few other
I didn't expect
things.
you to be working here. Perfect.
I thought I was going to be doing some work today, but it kind of got cancelled, so I was waiting around for like a while before it was like, you know what? We're not doing anything. So it's like, oh, okay.
I was just
Around
covering
about, like,
someone's
what?
shift.
3 o'clock or something. Just waiting around for 3 multiple hours. Oh well.
The screening here is super strict, and I was afraid the supervisor would realize I was new and subbing for someone, so I hid in the control room during the supervisor's inspection.
This is the first time we've heard Shal. His voice. Goodness.
So I happened to bump into this guy, a blonde man wearing a hat, and I think he was checking some footage. Then he logged that footage into the tape he brought.
Because I mean, we've spoken to her in multiple ZZZ events. What was the other one's name?
Later, I
another
found
one.
that part of the footage had been wiped.
Blonde, wearing a hat. Could it be Hugo?
Do you know him?
I think it's him. If it were Hugo... I think I know where he would hide the tape. Thank you, Shaw. You were a big help.
Great! You also helped me a lot when I started working. I used to make mistakes all the time. If it weren't for you cleaning up my messes, I would have been fired ages ago. So I'm happy I could help you too. All right, go ahead and do what you need to do. We'll catch up another time.
Oh, non-voice content again. Well, she still works part-time. In various jobs, usually in front of a store, where she's selling, well, actually, what she wants us to give her some item, and then she gives us polychromes. Delicious polychromes. Usually it's a pretty easy event as well. Just log in once a day, hand her something that you probably already got, and then she's off you go. Free stuff. Honestly, I don't see why the developers even make you trade in any item, because it's so basic. But whatever. Maybe it somehow pushes more interaction between you, the player, and the vendor. I don't know. The bird. Some black feathers, eh? Seabirds and picture, okay. Oh boy. I see bird. Wait, I can't take... I'm not close enough? Here we go. Which bird? A ball of fluff. Yep. Panda color chonk of a bird. Oh. Not that one. Could it be this penguin bamboo? Oh, still wrong. Hey, what the heck is this? Is that a crow? A carrots? Ah, and then inside this garbage can must be what we're looking for. Well, just as well, we're a videotape store and we can repair this. I probably could have just opened my map instead of running all the way around, but whatever. It's close enough. Do we have to play some sort of mini game to fix it? Oh, never mind. Fairy fixes it for us. The content leaves you shocked.
If I'm not mistaken, you and Vivian share the same goal.
Drink time.
Silence is no good for negotiation.
I just don't want Dina to reach a point of no return.
Hasn't she already reached that point with what she's doing?
The formula for the Landon serum was lost, but a batch survived. And Dina was able to develop a substance that can be used for mind control. She's trying to combine the two to make sacrifices that would obey human commands. If the dormant sacrifice and the remaining Landon serum are destroyed, we can put an end to this. Dina's concoction can't create sacrifices on its own.
I'm thinking about... what was the story for Harasuma? It was like a medical box that had one of the vials still in it or something. I don't remember if Ji Yuan eventually came and picked it up, sort of thing, as police evidence or confiscated or whatever, or if it was like picked up by somebody else that happened to be watching the fight in the hollow. I don't remember. That one was a couple of patches ago.
And the sacrifice core?
That belongs to the creator, not her.
Because maybe she, got a hold of that serum and is crossing it with this current one that they've got or something. A continuation of that almost.
Although I find Landon's methods despicable, I can't deny that the Exaltists and the Creator are leading us in the right direction. I just don't want Dina to spend her life trapped by her father's mistakes.
I mean, no offense, but I find your protectiveness rather weird.
It's gonna be kind of sad to say, but I kind of hope she ends up as ethereal, and then we could just beat the stuffing out of it.
I will confirm the location of the dormant sacrifice
They go down.
and find the chance to relay the information to you. I do not want any of my people to be going into danger. As for the sacrifice core, I can only guarantee that it will not fall into her hands. As for how things will ultimately play out,
The Creator will guide me.
To the end of the road. For everybody, apparently.
Camille was actually destroying the dormant sacrifice?
Now Camille's actions make sense. But why did Hugo never tell us?
Hugo... he...
Belle, Lycon said there's something urgent he needs to discuss with us right now.
All right, let's patch him in.
Do you catch a
Master
whiff
Proxy,
of
I
the Hugo
apologize for
once more?
disturbing you. We have just learned that the Ravenlock family will host a banquet tonight. This banquet is rather special, as they're allowing members of their family to invite business partners to attend. With Hartman at the center of controversy, there are many members of the family who are eager to use this opportunity to
Does that mean we also invite?
The mayor has been spreading rumors of a young tycoon who inherited a sizable fortune and is looking to partner with a person from an old and influential family.
So I don't know if we want to join a table of hyenas. Probably all their food is poison. Trying to get rid of each other.
This information has lured a young man named Burton from
I
the
will
Ravenlock
run the
family.
business. No, I will run the business.
So, you want me to pose as this tycoon and use Burton to infiltrate the banquet?
Correct. And Hartman's study is also located within the venue.
I see. Hartman's study might hold valuable information.
So, what should I do?
You can attend as her +1.
+1? Lord Phaethon, please go with me!
Master Proxy, it seems Miss Vivian requires your presence, so...
Yes, just your presence will help me immensely!
I'm glad we're such a ray of sunlight for poor
All right, then let's go together.
I'll send you the time and place for the meeting with Burton. If you encounter any danger, please evacuate immediately or contact me for backup. I hope everything goes well for you tonight.
You and me both, like that. Maybe we can jimmy some polychromes out of some of these guests while we're at it. Probably need Hugo for that. Or even Nico Mata. Four more hits are good. Alright, yeah, last minute stay. I am ready to join the dark side. Hooray! Do we need to use the car? Or actually, you would have had a... Ooh, he brought his own car. Forks! That is flat. That's a flat back end. Still, not too bad. For a car model, still looks good. Though it does look a bit smaller, almost. Yes, portray us as a food connoisseur, or maybe just a starving home. Starving pig or something? I don't know. I don't know why I said pig, that doesn't make any sense. Starving stick. We're all bones.
Miss Banshee, I believe I've shown you my sincerity. Now how about you?
Sincerity? My presence here is a show of sincerity.
If we're to work together, Miss Banshee, you should drop your pretentious act.
I am well aware of the ways of the Ravenlock family. If I were to come empty-handed, I probably wouldn't even be able to make it out the front door tonight. Since I agreed to come with you, and even brought along my most precious companion. Does that not show my deepest sincerity?
Oh no. Yeah, man, it's past. I was like, I can feel. Oh, excuse me. You ordered sin.
No need for such an off.
I could feel a sneeze coming on.
Our door is always open for those coming or going.
We both know what's what, so let's cut the small talk. I know far more about how the Ravenlock family made their fortune than most here. I am also well aware of why Hartman, despite such a massive scandal, still remains in power.
Oh? Do tell.
Exaltists, blessing, sacrifice, Landon. Where would you like me to start?
How did you know that? No, who are you?
Don't be so tense. If I'm not mistaken, it's about time the banquet began. My companion and I are practically famished. Is this how you treat your guests? By letting them starve? Perhaps when we've had our fill, we'll remember where the sacrifice is hidden.
You know where the sacrifice is?
So, can we go get something to eat now? And I'm also looking forward to receiving a special dessert from you.
Excuse me?
We
Sounds
can
a bit
discuss what you wish to know while we enjoy
sus.
dessert.
Of course. I wouldn't let such an important guest discuss matters on an empty stomach. As for dessert, I will prepare it myself, and I guarantee it will satisfy you. I'll come find you later. I wish you a pleasant evening.
Boy.
These kinds of people are exhausting to deal with. I really don't know how Hugo used to put up with it.
Yes, exactly. What did you mean by
What did you mean by dessert just now? I couldn't really follow.
Hugo taught me that bringing up dessert in such situations is a way of telling the other party they need to offer more. Fortunately, that old fox Hartman is terrified of losing power. He's definitely keeping the destruction of the sacrifice and the fact that the sacrifice core is fake hidden from the other family members. Otherwise, Burden wouldn't have been so willing to raise his offer. Lord Phaethon, let's find Hartman's study when the banquet is at its busiest.
All right, I've already taken note of the surrounding terrain. Once more people arrive, we'll enter the garden through the door in the corner of the banquet hall.
Wherever you go, I'll follow, Lord Phaethon. Isn't this going a bit too well?
The security around the manor is really strict, but inside might be more lax. But just in case, let's tell Lycon.
Right. Having some backup would be safer.
Let's check Hartman's recent correspondences for clues. I still have concerns about the sacrifice core.
Right. Though the core he gave Dina was fake, Hartman might have left a trick up his sleeve and hid the real one.
Then let's split up.
Alright, time to rummage through his mail. A footstep outside.
Esteemed guests, is the catering at the Ravenlock family banquet not to your satisfaction? So much so that these two distinguished guests felt the need to come to my humble office to scavenge for food. Don't want to come out? Well, after all, you don't have long left. Burton, that greedy idiot, fell for the mayor's trap. But I never expected that he would bring you into my territory. I suppose I should thank him. Otherwise, I would have had to go to great lengths to eliminate you. Vivian, Phaethon, give Hugo my regards. Tell him I shall be taking the wealth and power of the Ravenlock family for myself.
Raising his gun, aiming at the disc. Yet there is no gunshot With a clink of metal, a familiar voice comes. Is it Lycone or is it Hugo?
The bullet. How?
Ah, it's Hugo. Hugo's here. It's Hugo.
Dear Uncle, why must we be so distant with one another? You can just tell me what you want to say directly.
Hugo! Impossible! You're...
I mean, come on, we all you.
Uncle, you must know a Ravenlock will never stop until they get what they want. Did you really think I would be defeated so soon? When I have yet to trample you into the dirt.
That was a bit of a... Gave me a bit of a chill feeling.
Filthy bastard! You only know how to resort to these petty tricks!
Really put some emphasis in his voice there. Oh, it was good.
Petty tricks? Perhaps you'd like to know what I managed to accomplish using this faked death of mine, my dear uncle.
Oh, combat. Oh, no combat.
Faking my own death. Hope it's all worth the theatrics in the end.
Oh ho!
It was just to keep Hartman off my back, but maybe I went a little overboard. The manager must be pretty shaken up. I should apologize at some point.
At some point, he says. Ah, yes, that's my favorite sentence, at some point. I use it daily.
Guess I'll also bring Lycon along. He's my partner in crime, after all.
And it kind of stands similar.
Late. So strict.
Difference being, Lycone has his
catch my breath,
arm behind his
will you?
back, and Hugo pops his in his pocket instead.
You're taking longer to rest than I expected.
Lycon, you think too highly of my physical capabilities. Well, thank you for your cooperation. I must say, if nothing else, at least your acting skills have improved. Why do you look so angry? You should be happy. We pulled that off together with flawless teamwork and managed to fool everyone.
Oh no, I'm running low. What?
Drop your foolish facade.
I'm glad you still remember the code we set all those years ago. And thank you for ensuring your sleight of hand didn't deteriorate. Oh, right. I should also thank the blood bag hidden in my clothes and our other props. Do you remember when we last used this trick? It was probably ages ago.
Sometimes I really don't understand you.
Ah, so it wasn't anything too, crazy like I was suggesting. But, of course, we knew Hugo was not dead. How could he be dead?
Have you never thought about what the consequences would be if I didn't understand your code? If I decided against helping you? Or if I just couldn't control my strength properly?
You'd understand it. Of course, if things really did go awry, I had alternative plans. You wouldn't be so arrogant as to think I'd bet everything on you, would you?
You're insane.
Aw, I'm flattered.
So what exactly is the
different
purpose behind all
subtitles
this?
for what he actually said there.
Surely after going to such great lengths to erase your own existence, you don't just plan to hide here and reminisce about the past with me. Don't try to brush this off. I've already helped you enact your plan. Tell me the truth.
Don't get your tail in a twist. I have more plans that require your assistance, so naturally I would not hide anything from you. Simply put, as things stand, whether as Hugo Vlad or as Mockingbird, I am doomed to die.
Seems you've made quite a few enemies.
As a member of the Ravenlock family, I negotiated with Edmund and managed to obtain resources from Tops for my future plans. I also confirmed what attitude they held toward your master, the Mayflower family.
Yeah, this patch has
Meanwhile,
been...
I used my identity in Mockingbird to strike a deal with Hartman and gather information on their collaboration with the remnants of the Exaltists.
Well, so far at least.
That's where I got my intel on what Bringer left.
It's been very story heavy compared to the last couple patches. At least we still had, like, you know, some combat and whatnot in between. But this one's like, I think we've had like 2 combat sequences so far. Other than me, you know, taking a minor break and then jumping into
the
deadly
crime
assault.
declaration letter that your dear mayor received, that was also sent by yours truly.
But at least we don't have to narrate anything. Everybody's got a voice actor at the moment.
He's probably figured that out by now, right? Though I'm not sure if he told you.
Oh, okay. That just reminded me, I did see a video earlier today about the whole voice actor thing that's been going on. Apparently Genshin's, well, I don't know if it's the entirety, but I saw it saying something along the lines of the entirety of the voices being just like replaced. I'm like, oh boy. They've really kicked the bee nest there.
The mayor learned about the sacrifice attack through his own means, but lacked an opportunity to take action. That warning letter was precisely what he needed.
But yeah, I won't go too much into that because I haven't really looked into it much. I've only really gotten bits of information here and there from mainly like YouTube videos popping up. I haven't even like looked into them. I've just like seen the titles and whatnot. But you never know. A lot of those titles could just be like, you know, clickbait stuff as well. So I only talk about the stuff I actually know.
You aren't
for sure
yet. How delightful. In short, I'm more well-informed than your lot because I get around, dealing with all these different important figures. But of course, it comes at a cost. It's only fair. After all, you can't hide the smoke from a wildfire. Rather than trying to carefully tame it and risk setting yourself alight, it's better to let it burn free.
It is quite funny though, because this is supposed to be, you know, a more combat-orientated game. And yet, like, this latest story has been a bit on the laid-back side, not really much fighting. And even the bits we did fight, it was like pretty like, oh, it's over. Maybe it is just a long-winded advertisement for the new character.
When I helped you put on your little act, killing you in front of everyone, you left the sacrifice core to Hartman. That was intentional too, then?
Oh, yes. And it worked like a charm, didn't it? Now no one cares for me anymore, and all eyes are on Hartman. A perfect situation for keeping the Ravenlock family in check while dealing a cutting blow to the Exaltists behind them. Another crucial point is Vivian and Phaethon. I must sever any ties they have with me or Mockingbird. Although I feel bad for Phaethon about what happened, but it had to be done. That's the only way they would be safe, allowing the plan to continue.
Excuse me, I don't know if you heard that. It was a small burp. It was I could taste the dinner. It's takeaway night, and I got myself a nice bowl of chicken katsu. Good stuff.
I noticed that you never turned your blade toward Master Proxy.
Quite satisfied. I just need more water more than anything.
So, those words you said back then were
there's
also...
the last one.
I will bloody my hands. I will carry the weight of my sins. I will become the Abyss. Obviously, it was all an act. My acting has always been impeccable, as you know.
Hugo, you're taking such a tremendous risk. Why?
Would you believe me if I said it's for justice? But unfortunately, it's not. I want revenge on the Ravenlock family. And I will make sure that despicable excuse for a human being, Hartman, suffers a slow, torturous end.
Oh no, does that mean we're in for a slow, torturous storytelling?
Of course. I also promised Vivian that I would help her investigate the whole thing with the Exaltists. That's all.
It would have been funny though, because I just had the image of like this story being stretched over like another page.
You don't look too good. Is it your wounds?
No, he's been in the sun too long. Quick, he needs to cower in the shadows.
No. This is the first problem I plan to resolve. Lycon.
Too much sunlight. It's bad for vampires
sufficiently
and
discreet, quiet.
What they call
can take a lot of damage.
Hermits. Ties himself up. What?
What exactly are you doing?
Don't look at me like that. If I didn't have to do this, I wouldn't.
He's gonna see the sweat drops. That's a lot of sweat.
Hartman recently obtained a bizarre substance, most likely from those crazy Exaltists. After use, it allows control of the victim's mind. To some extent.
Oh.
You were dosed with it.
To be more precise, Lycon, I deliberately allowed Hartman to put this drug in my cup to facilitate our previous collaboration.
Google tells Lycon of what happened back in the private suite when he was negotiating with Hartman. The only reason Hartman agreed to work with him was because of this. Because he had the drug that red liquid. Oh, God. Of course, we were told not to drink the red liquid that red, which was in the last page. After that, every time Hugo and Hartman met up, the latter would always add a small dose of that drug into Hugo's cup and then ask questions to glean information.
After finding out about it, I quickly found someone to help analyze its composition. The good news is he gave me a very low dosage, perhaps because he was afraid I might notice. There's a different medication that can delay its onset, preventing me from actually being under his control. I simply need to put on a show in front of my dear uncle. The bad news is that currently there is no antidote. When I delay those effects, however, they will accumulate and erupt when my body reaches its limit. It may even break my mind. And that's exactly what's happening now. I need to endure those accumulated consequences.
I am most puzzled at how he managed to tie himself up to their chair. Would he not need one arm to tie up the other arm?
So,
maybe he used
lock myself in this room for however long that
he's got
takes.
like really flexible legs and toes. To tie himself.
I've tied my limbs to prevent me from smashing this place or accidentally hurting myself. Anyway, after you leave, do not open this door, no matter what you hear.
I recommend seeking professional medical assistance.
This is advice I received from a doctor. Or are you saying you don't believe I can make it? So, Lycon, come find me here at the scheduled time. All you need to do is smile and await my victory.
What if I want to stop you?
You know you won't succeed. You never have. And you never will. Well, time is short. Let's begin.
I understand. Don't die, you stupid bastard.
I must say, Hugo's voice actors do a pretty good job. Like, it sounds very convincing when he puts the emphasis into certain bits and pieces.
Is this because
Whoa.
the side effects haven't worn off yet?
It's the effects of the harmony again.
My comments late. I'm surprised. Or is something wrong with time itself? Looks like someone's over there. Might as well go ask.
Maybe. It's all inside his head. We're still under the effects of the drug. What's happening here? Seems like a memory flashback or something of Hugo's. This woman's specifically talking to Hugo, but is being represented currently by this odd-looking bamboo. Ah, yes.
It's all your fault.
Who knows he is? Man. Give her a, from parachute she could go flying. Or propeller.
I wish I had never given birth to you!
Yeah. That's not a very nice thing to say.
Everything will get better if you just die, right? If you die, he'll come back. We'll have another, more perfect child. One who will inherit the Ravenlock family bloodline. Then I'll be able to escape this pain. So, Hugo, for the sake of Mommy's happiness, just die.
Another crazy blue yacht. A pair of scissors. Ooh. Towards Hugo's pale eye. Ah, but an illusion of one's mind.
So, I wasn't awake yet after all.
That's because you don't want to wake up again.
Oh, it's the fuzzy voice.
Who are you?
I am you. Hidden deep within your heart. Your most true self.
I'm sorry. They should have really, like, maybe just used a dark color schemed variant of Hugo for this. I don't know. I just can't help but find it funny because it's a little bamboo.
You want to kill her, don't you? Your so-called mother.
They could have really emphasized the red eye, you know, and like this little black aura thing going on. You know, like the shadow clones for when you fight Jane, Ulcra. I forget what the wolf dude's name was, and then the orangutan. Oh, they've already got like a dark shadow clone version of Hugo. You can fight him as well. Why didn't they just use that?
Without reason, when she tried
This seems a bit more comical than it does serious.
When she sold you into that hell, laughing all the while. You wanted to be the one to end her life. Why not admit your hatred? As you are, you can hunt her down and make her pay for the living hell of a childhood she made you suffer.
Yes, I hate her. I hate her because she was foolish.
Oh boy, you know when the text goes small.
Greedy and stupid. I hate her because she doesn't deserve to be a mother. She did everything she could to try and get into the Ravenlock family, believing she could live a life of luxury without having to do anything and never realizing She was a pawn, discarded from the very beginning. So she chose to blame me. Blame me for my heterochromia. Blame me for my very existence.
Could Hugo's entire story be a reference to Phantom of the Opera?
But I won't kill her, because I know it won't change anything.
Surely has enough trauma.
Me, just as she is incapable of loving herself.
Have you been brainwashed by that dog? Keeping up the act of being some magnanimous and forgiving fool?
Don't compare us. I've simply come to understand love or hate. I make my own choices, and they have nothing to do with anyone else.
She sold you to the Ravenlock family for a huge sum of money. She used that money to start a new life without you. While she was indulging herself, you were going through hell in the Ravenlock Manor. Does it not torment you? Do you not feel the hatred? Do you not want to demand answers?
Do we even know that for sure though? What if they ripped her off and basically just gave her phony baloney money? Or maybe it was like, you know, the first stack of cash on the top was the only real cash and the rest was, I know, bars of rice.
Kill her. Only by killing her can you be truly free.
For a long time, I thought the same way. But now, well, I want to make a different choice.
Stop lying to yourself. You never had a choice. This weak-minded thinking will only lead you to failure. Like before, you'll be nothing but a worm, trampled into the dirt by those so-called elites.
A Wrigley worm.
Do you still not get it? This is how the world is, and always has been. Hesitate and you'll be the victim. If you don't grab your knife first, you'll end up being on the other end of the blade. If you want to change anything, you must first become the one who makes
I'm trying to like pay attention to the story in all seriousness, and then I just again look at his inner demon visage, and it's like the most non-threatening. It looks adorable. Look at this angry little man.
Just like that woman. The only reason she could treat us that way was because we were weak. So listen to me. Find that woman, kill her, and prove to this world your strength. It's what she deserves.
It seems like a whole bunch of extra effort that's just not worth it.
Why forgive them? They don't deserve it.
I mean, I can understand somewhat. I've seen, well, I've read a lot of those sort of revenge story mangas.
Forgiving them.
Sometimes,
I don't
maybe
care about them.
It's worth it.
They don't even matter, at least not yet.
How much time it's not, really? Ends up being like it's not enough, even when the deed is done.
You know, perhaps the person I hate the most, the one I truly cannot forgive, has never been someone else. But rather my weak, powerless past self who could do nothing but hide inside a closet and cry. I hate myself for having neither the strength nor the courage to resist. I hate myself for begging for so-called familial love, even after being treated so terribly. I hate that despite the pain of my wounds, I still hope to receive the carrot and not the stick. And that me is you, correct? So, I forgive you. I forgive myself.
You'll regret this, fool. Your pretty words mean nothing. You will ultimately return here to me.
After an intense bout of dizziness, Hugo awakens in the dark warehouse. The ropes that bound him had come undone at some point. Hugo takes a deep breath of the damp air and stands up. He then straightens out his attire and tidies himself up before he opens the warehouse door.
I see. This is still an illusion.
Oh, we're stuck inside our own
to show
head.
up this time.
It's gonna be Popeye the Sailor Man.
Brother! Hugo, let's play hide and seek! I'm already hiding!
Adore. There's nothing to do.
You'll find me, right? Like you always do!
Anything up here?
Serena.
Man, that porthole, I remember the first time you walk past it, I think you can see something weird in it. Kind of swaps to a horror point of view, you're like, what the fuck? Unless it was like a camera bug or something, I don't know, but I just remember thinking, what, the blue blazes?
You're looking in the wrong place.
I see.
I found an even better hiding spot this time. Harder to find than any place you showed me.
There's an order to which spots I have to go to. I see. So the other chair that was over there, probably have to go back there.
Do you ever wonder why?
Maybe not right now.
Why I had to die?
It was because of me.
That's right. It was because of you. It's all your fault. If only you didn't exist,
Jump off the boat.
I wouldn't have had to suffer.
Maybe we can get out of this crazy dream. What was the way they did it in the Matrix? It's like that feeling of like you're leaning back in your chair and all of a sudden it just feeling of falling, like wakes you up sort of thing. Maybe we should emulate this here. Look, there's a chair. Perfect example. Let's use that.
I can't believe you still haven't found me after all this time. Have you forgotten about me?
I haven't forgotten.
It's okay. I'll forgive you. I'll still be nice to you, just like before.
Oh, excuse me.
I was the only one who was ever nice to you, wasn't I?
Oh, what happened there?
Yes.
Then tell me, why do good people always suffer? Why is kindness always punished instead?
Odd.
Tell me, Hugo, why?
Seems to still be streaming alright. Gave me a bit of a heart attack. I looked over to my left and saw my OBS just died.
Go back the way you came.
Now it's
Surprise there.
showing again. Says it's still connecting. Okay. Indifferent servant, dissatisfied servant, angry servant, unscrupulous servant. What a cruel retard. Bastard. As expected of a disgusting bastard. Lady Serena was so nice to him, yet how does he still have the nerve to stay in this house? They shouldn't have let him in from the start. Filthy, lowly blood. Commence Order 66. Curses and insults encircle Hugo, piercing his skin like frozen knives. The mockery and rage form a wave that crashes through him, threatening to drown him. Then, as the cacophony reaches its peak, it goes silent. The air seems to congeal in the silence, deep and oppressive. It is as if time stood still with only his rapid heartbeat. Beak? Yes, he has a beak now, a heartbeat, echoing. The beak bird is walking away.
I told you that you would eventually return.
We meet again.
Are we just like throttle the inner demon and be like, get the hell out! Let me wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
I told you, I am you. The side of you that you've always tried to deny existed.
Wait, if he says like he's me, us, then we should be able to slap ourselves awake, right?
Of course.
You think so?
I know. This
can't
time
apply
it's
anything
about
logical
Serena.
to these dream worlds. No fun at all.
Yes, your half-sister, and the only child in the Ravenlock family who was kind to you. Unfortunately, it was her kindness that led to her untimely death.
Yeah, they still haven't really explained precisely what happened here. Because I'm still thinking it's, some events happened and it wasn't actually Hugo's fault. It was like maybe the result of something he did that ended up, but I guess we'll find out.
It was my fault.
I don't like the way you blame yourself, because that means I'm to blame as well. And I don't think I did anything wrong. Your mother sold you to the Ravenlocks. And your father, he saw your talent and wanted to use you to push the other children into competing with each other.
My brothers and sisters wanted to get rid of me from the moment they first saw me.
In their eyes, you were no more than a slave.
A slave.
But Serena dared to treat you, a slave, as if you were human. And so, she was fated to die.
They tried to kill me many times, but I was careful, and they did not succeed.
So they killed Serena, who was weaker, an easier target. And everything
here we go.
you. Serena died in your place. Those cruel brats thought that by reporting this to Father, they could use it to get rid of you, a rival who threatened their positions.
Yes, and if we remember from before, basically he praised Hugo instead, which was the opposite effect of what you would think would happen, but yeah. Then the other kids only just got more distorted. So it's like, good, deserves some right-aming. little traits.
Yet, not only did Father not blame you for the incident,
Yeah, there.
he praised you for it.
In this world, only the ruthless, cruel, and merciless can stand at the top.
And that's exactly what you managed to live up to, no? You found a perfect opportunity thereafter to catch the ringleader of the group who framed you and almost beat him to death.
That must have been fun.
Oh, you should have seen the expression on your face back then. Oh, crazy.
Didn't kill him though.
And
Right.
manic with
That's fine.
utmost
Right.
delight.
I don't remember that.
Seemingly unsatisfied with his answer, the inner demon transforms into human again.
Here you go.
There we go.
Again. Trying to deny your desires.
Should have had this in the first place.
Deep down inside, you've always wondered, asking yourself why these evil people never got the punishment they deserved. Why the world is so unfair. Don't you want to rip them to shreds? Just like that day when you beat that boy's face into the dirt until he was barely recognizable. His disgusting blood staining your fists. Recall your exhilaration, your cathartic release of rage, that outpour of hatred. That victory.
Yes, the Emperor likes.
You deserve it.
Those brothers and sisters of mine are all dead. I cannot take revenge against the long deceased.
They died by Hartman's hand. Dying in the power struggle to become the Ravenlock family's heir, rather than by our scythe. Boring.
Boring. I find it hilariously ironic. Children who would murder their own kin for scraps of power dead at the hand of their uncle who followed their example. Is that not karma?
I would say so, yes.
Power struggles, pitting kin against each other, betrayal, suspicion, and hatred between people of the same blood. It's like a curse, written into the Ravenlock family's genes. Laughably stupid.
Don't forget, my dear, that the same blood flows through your veins.
Like the hatred it courses through you. Inner demon transforms into heart.
That's right, my dear nephew. No matter how much you deny it, the blood of the Ravenlock family flows through your veins. Survival of the fittest. Only the strongest deserve to live. Only the strongest deserve to rule. This is the path of success that has led the Ravenlock family to victory countless times. A blessing and a curse etched into your flesh and blood. As long as you live, you'll never escape the mark of family. You are destined to one day become someone like me.
Hugo's really hopping high in this episode of the story.
Is that fear I sense?
Oh, a little bit.
See you trembling.
I'm tired, to be honest.
Ravenlock bloodline terrify you so?
I won't become like my father. Never.
You won't become a failure like him. So relax. Our power eclipses him, and so does our ambition. So, do not deny your own desires. Do not resist your own ambition. This is the talent you were born with. The best gift fate has ever given you. Admit it. Deep within your heart lies a spark, yearning to ignite a raging inferno.
Oh no.
That will burn everything.
Look, you made me yawn.
And I am that spark.
Sparks light the flame. Start a fire today. After an intense bout of dizziness, Hugo awakens at the dark warehouse. The ropes they bound him had come undone at some point. Oh, it's the same flipping sentence. Ah, no.
Never
We're
thought
still
I'd be
in
this
here.
genuinely thankful to see you.
It's like the melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya all over again, where we just constantly go through episodes.
Means this never-ending nightmare is finally over, right?
No. It's a nightmare for me too now. Speedrun!
I don't want to hear something like that from you. You have no idea what that man, my father, is really like.
A person who stops at nothing for their own interests and ambitions. Just like what you're doing right now.
And what do you think I'm doing this for?
All of this was part of your
More
plan.
polychromes.
You knew where the Ravenlock family was going to be, so you set Mockingbird's target there.
Oh, gotta get those pull resources. I need them desperately.
To seek revenge, you plotted to assassinate your own father, but he was too vigilant, and you failed. After almost being assassinated, your father was furious and locked everyone in the hall, but was unable to find the assassin.
And what a coincidence that a hollow disaster just occurred in the vicinity. So he used it to eliminate all the unfamiliar faces there, turning them into victims of the hollow, an easy feat for the Ravenlock family. So, the one who killed innocents was my father, not me.
You knew what choice an extremist like him would make, and you used the chaos to once again attempt an assassination.
Seems like a good idea to me.
This time you succeeded. You killed your own father at the cost of innocent lives. Admit it, Hugo. You don't care about anyone else. The only thing you care about is your revenge. How is that any different from your father?
Enough. I'm tired. I may hate him for betraying me, but he wouldn't say something like that.
What?
You aren't Lycon. You're
a figment of my imagination.
The other me, hidden deep within my heart. I've been waiting for you, my dear.
Means we've been on like 20 seconds.
It seems you've already grown accustomed to this place, even turning the tables on me.
Just as you said, you are me, and I am you. There's no such thing as having an advantage over oneself. We are ultimately one and the same, forever inseparable.
Then you should know what I want to say.
That you're hungry. You want some French fries. I understand. There was a French fry booth right there outside of the container.
Icon split. You didn't even try to clear up the misunderstanding. Didn't deny.
Definitely, I actually had to knock that long ago. I'm not going to go. Why, who goes hungry? Yes, you can tell.
Because you realized that deep down, he was right about you. You just hadn't acted on it yet. Some people live only to bring more suffering into this world. Sometimes, murder is what brings justice back into this world.
For that, I must stain these hands in blood.
Good lord, the story is incredibly philosophical this time around.
Before you faked your death, were those words really just an act? To slay the dragon, you must first become one with sharp claws, rending fangs, and strength enough to destroy anything. You know the truth better than anyone.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, what disgrace.
If you hadn't hesitated, and instead seized the first opportunity to kill your father, none of what followed would have happened. Innocent civilians wouldn't have died. Your partner wouldn't have lost an eye and both legs trying to save people. And Mockingbird would have never gotten to that point. You can save more people. Save good people. Save more lives than the evil ones you take.
I've spent countless hours in regret over that incident.
So why not submit to your true nature? You want to be the judge, jury, and executioner of this world. And you can.
Become trusted.
I wasn't responsible for Father's death. The true mastermind is my uncle, Hartman. His schemes to kill the head of the family were all so he could take control. Mockingbird was simply unlucky enough to get caught up in it. So, for a behemoth like the Ravenlock family, with its roots so deep, a single person's death, regardless of who that person is, wouldn't change anything. Of course, whether it's Tops, the Mayflower family, or even the entire world, it's actually all the same. I refuse to be dragged down by pointless hatred any longer.
Then we should wake up. Yes, that would be a great start.
You foolish, stubborn idiot. Do you understand the power of hatred?
The power.
This far precisely because
it grants unlimited lightning. Unlimited power of lightning.
Or are you going to follow Lycon and Jack's twisted logic? Come on. You don't actually trust anyone? Otherwise, why would you hide this whole scheme of faking your death from them? You've built an impenetrable wall around your heart, keeping everyone out. Of course you are right to do so. No one in this world can be trusted. Always. All you'll receive is hatred from your own blood and no love. Suspicion from your companions.
And then really beating us over the head with this.
That comes all too easily. But
just that one sentence.
The most ridiculous thing.
That's not to say that there still isn't a lot of fluff.
You stay silent and long for them to notice your suffering.
I'm suffering right now, bro.
Learn from your companions' understanding and trust.
Let me out this time, man.
Idiot. That's why you are incapable of exploiting them.
Once was interesting, twice was like, okay, cool. Third time, kind of pushing it. Fourth time, it really is the melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya.
But remember, only the
it's the melancholy of Hugo, don't know what his last Ravenlock.
And we are children born from hatred. We are different from them. I will never be like them, and I don't need to be. Come. Let me show you what powers we can wield.
Let me show you true power.
But you are me.
Whips out a katana. Judgment cut.
And I'll never lose to myself.
Dante, if you want it, you'll have to take it. God damn. I just imagine the bloody plastic chair again. I love the animated one where he like literally scrapes the plastic chair as he turns it around. Good stuff. Hey, we get to fight our Shadow Claw. Oh. Wonderful. We actually get to play a little bit of Hugo. Let's see. We're an easy special attack or ultimate hits a stunned enemy. The total loss effect is true. This effect increases the skill's damage base. I think I am. Wait, did they say anything about this in the live stream? I think I remember. Basically, it's like an effect where it does a big burst of damage but it removes the stun effect immediately. So I think this even shows it here. Look at that. But it conserves a bunch of the stun value on their enemy, so they get like a, not sure how big a percentage it is. There looks like maybe 15-20% ish. So yeah, after triggering totalize, enemy will immediately recover stun, and a certain amount of days will be inflicted based on the remaining stun duration. Okay, so cool.
Think about all the injustice.
Hello. Oh,
Set off. If you choose to forgive, you're betraying yourself. You know that.
Letting you consume me would be the real betrayal to myself.
that's pretty cool. Almost.
I have you now.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
You're too scared to face your true self and what you truly desire.
Pretty far away, right?
Beg for mercy.
Oh, yes. I should back. Okay, it's pretty cool, like, being able to try out his combat style. Dodge. Get dodged.
Let order and madness dance.
Are you trying to kill me? You think you can just get rid of me?
Yes.
Without me, you are nothing.
Where'd you go?
For what it's worth.
Yeah, with my suitcase.
Thank you. Don't be afraid. You and I are inseparable. You're part of me, just as I am part of you.
Fancy words won't change anything.
Oh, actually attacks with his knife there.
No.
A little switchblade.
It's not just platitudes.
Wait, was that a key?
I finally understand now. Some pain only fades when it's seen.
It is a key. I think it's a key.
When it's accepted.
He's taking Keyblade to a whole new level.
So I won't fight you anymore. I won't hate myself anymore. Weakness, hatred, malice, strength, forgiveness, justice.
Well, at least we've got to have a bit of fun. I like that effect of his total eyes. It does seem to be locked into his EX special or his ultimate, though. I think it did say that in the description.
Hugo, it's time.
It's probably not a good idea that he used his EX special outside of stuff.
Hugo. Hugo, you...
Did I scare you? I made it through. I won. No praise from me, my dearest partner.
Gets a little slight pat on the, not even on the shoulder, just on the chair. Yes, okay.
This is just like what I saw in my dream.
Oh my goodness, we're still stuck on the tree now.
I guess there are still some lingering side effects. Ah, my former partner. You're still as punctual as ever.
Are you sure you are fully recovered?
How about we fight? And I'll show you how recovered I am.
I refuse to fight someone who is in need of medical attention.
Yeah, we really beat ourselves up over that. We'll be fine.
How thoughtful. I'm touched. Or perhaps is this simply part of Victoria Housekeeping's professional care?
I'd rather you not starve to death.
Wait, what? Hugo takes the coin and after a moment of silence he eventually eats it. He eats the coin.
Not to your liking. I'm fairly certain this is the same kind as before.
I hope that was chocolate coin.
No. I've
protein
just
coin?
gone too long without food. It feels a bit uncomfortable. Either way, thank you.
Now tell me,
a cookie coin?
What exactly happened in the warehouse?
Just going a bit crazy from you know what. Were you expecting anything else? But I did have a very long dream.
Oh, yes, it was normal.
A dream about many things from the past. If I had to put it into words, it would be like giving myself psychological therapy. You seem like you could benefit from some too. How about it? Want to book a session with me? Trust me, I'm a pro.
Seems you really have recovered.
Well, of course. I'm feeling pretty great right now. Like I could argue with you all day on every petty detail of who exactly was in the wrong back then.
I wanted to ask, what you said about Mockingbird before, when you faked your death, was that part of the act?
Oh, you mean the part about how Mockingbird has never really changed anything or saved anyone. I didn't expect you to still be so hung up on this. Interesting. After all, it was you who chose to betray Mockingbird. To betray me.
Just as I said before, I never considered Mockingbird a failure. Perhaps Mockingbird deviated from its origins, but it has its value. You shouldn't reject the things you've done. Or Mockingbird.
I have contemplated this before. Yes. Mockingbird has helped some people and has genuinely managed to cause trouble for those who abuse their positions of power for evil. Yet those in high positions still possess immense resources, and the people we helped remain destitute and suffering, willing to become slaves to those in power for scraps. But just as you said, even if what we did was childishly idealistic and flawed, as little as we actually achieved, even the slightest change is by no means meaningless. Nothing holds more value to me than Mockingbird.
Hugo stares out at the ocean. A gentle breeze lifts his golden locks. The sunlight glances off both his eyes.
All right, let's catch up later. I still have things to do, and need to wrap up my plan.
Me too.
I thought you
I'll probably stop after this.
As much as I would prefer that. My dear uncle and the Exaltist fanatics likely would not give me such an opportunity. If all has gone to plan, the fish will have taken the bait already. And if everything goes very well, I'll soon have solid evidence of the Ravenlock family's crimes.
And then I'm assuming right after this is where Hugo runs into Belle and Vivian.
Well then, thank you for your assistance, former partner. Let's part ways here.
I'll go with you.
Lycon, surely you don't think that because I just recovered, I'm too weak to deal with those useless fools.
The baboons.
Our transactions will disturb the safety of New Eridu. As I serve the mayor, I should intervene.
Very well, whatever.
Their shiny red bottoms and their
Let's
eyes
go.
full of greed.
And don't slow me down.
Blah, 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 blah. Ah, yes. Illegitimate child, but Raven lock, blood running through their blades? Yes, yes, through their blades. Anyway, yada yada, supplying the surrogates to my lineage. It's introducing a tail swap with eyes higher orders, but that's fucking best secrets so I can't lay any outsiders on that. Okay. What's that sacrifice call from the man's lab? Where do I do? Say that security there is no joke. I had to leverage tops for some extra intel. After all, as you know, they've got plenty of moles planted next to the mayor. It's you who threw the sacrifice call out for auction to learn the Exaltus. You threw it all over it. Yes, I embedded the sacrifice call right into the robe of here. Is actually matched pretty nicely, don't you think? Classic you. I heard that after the auction they found a stash of counterfeit Denny's. Feel free to take wild guesses, but honestly I think those Denny's would rather be out in the wild than sitting in those weighty-twitty accounts. Then you found Hartman and talked into a partnership, getting your hands on more intel on the sacrifice and the Exaltus. After that, you shot that crime warning letter to the mayor, giving the city a legit reason to spring into action. Yep, that was spot on. Look at you. A real genius, sir. In the end, you faked your own death. Oh my goodness. Pull yourself out of this mess and you used the whole show to redirect everyone's attention to Hartman and the Ravenlocks, keeping the Exaltus on their toes. Hold on a sec. If that's all there is, why did you let Hartman slip the drug? I mean, you would have a way to dodge that kind of thing. I kind of got something I've been keeping under wraps. Actually, I've teamed up with your beloved mate. What? What? What you say? You mean this whole time? You've just been poking us randomly? I guess that's just a Hugo thing. He likes to troll everybody. When it comes to stopping the Exaltus, the mayor and I are on the same wavelength, so we can totally collaborate. What you should be wondering is why he didn't clue you in on this. The mayor must have his own reasons. Probably because the extra drama made it more realistic or something, I don't know. For their enemies. If you convince yourself of that, more power to you. Just know that if you ever want to swing back at Mockingbird, you can come back. I'll make sure to turn you down gracefully. Oh, how kind. Alright, enough to chat. We've got bigger things to deal with. Thank you. Please. Get me away from here. The dialogue is endless. Combat. Combat. Yes, good. Oh,
I'm sure you've heard about the missing workers from companies under the Ravenlock family, too.
I'm not opposed to working with you.
Can't handle it? Those are Ravenlock's men. The workers with them are the victims who were tricked into going into the Hollow. Yep.
Come on, let's get them out of here.
Oh, that shot was... Actually, hold on. We should be able to have a look at this. Basic attack, 1, 2, 3. Back attack on 4th hit is the Dark Abyss Quartet. You can hold it on the 4th attack. That's what I've been doing. Hold on. And then special attack, dash attack, dodge counter, whatever. Because slash second hit. Perfect. Oh, so you can dodge counter into it as well. Chain attack, whatever. It doesn't say anything. Quick assist. Oh, that's from when you recover from getting hit, right? Yeah. Not assist follow up. Oh, that's unfortunate. Skill info. Oh, here we go. There's the one we want. Physical ice damage. Yeah, dodge counter. Same thing. It's a hold. Special attack. Let's see. After the skill is used, it can be directly followed up with a charged basic attack. Ooh, okay. And the dodge counter. Yeah, it's got a lot of words, but it basically says the same thing. Quick assist. Yeah. It says the same thing. Chain attack. So is chain attack able to trigger? No, it's not. Follow up. Force kill. Ah, yeah, there we go. This should tell us what follows. So, when chain attack trigger hits an enemy or Hugo's attack stuns an enemy, Hugo gains a Dark Abyss reverb save for 6 seconds, and repeated triggers reset the duration. During this state, Hugo's crit rate increases by 12%, and crit damage increases by 25%. Ooh. When there are 1 or 2 stun characters in your squad, Hugo's attack increases by 270 to 110. That's nearly 1k flipping increase. Just for having 2 stunners in the party. Ooh, that's pretty nice. You could do that quite easily with like maybe Ida for the additional ice damage, plus possibly Trigger. I think Trigger needs like a anomaly character though for a passive to kick in. So maybe Pulcrum might work as well. Have to have a look at that. Anyway, that's when hits enemies and totalize effect triggers, increasing the damage multiplier of the skill's finishing blow. Whoa! By nearly, not 1000%, 917. That's a big amount. Additionally, the totalize effect further increases the skill's damage multiplier based on the remaining stun time of the enemy when triggered. So the instant you stun them, you trigger the totalize to get the most value out of it. So that's from the EX special, but does the ultimate also trigger? I think the ultimate also triggers it. Specifically saying there, I don't think. Anyway. Yeah, there you go. Oh no, my head's in the way. Yeah. I'll read that later. Thank God, someone's here to save us. Thank you, sir. You're welcome. So could you tell us what the Ravenlocks did you before they ran off? Yeah, they're a bunch of liars. They tricked us into this hole. They said they had a job with high pay for us, but they kept avoiding the topic after we got here. Something didn't seem right, so I wanted to leave. But then they showed their true colours. They tied us all up and told us they were going to shoot us off somewhere. They didn't make you take any weird medicine, did they? Medicine? No. But it wasn't just us they tricked. Another group that way. I see. Here, take this carrot. If there's an exit nearby, you should get out of here as soon as possible. I can't thank you enough. Let's go, Hugo. We must save the rest of them. You sure are eager? Eager as a beaver.
A bunch of nobodies.
Slap.
Annoying as hell.
Shake you with my little knife.
Kill them!
You're welcome to try.
Jared was thinking I could have just done that and then totalized, but oh well. Look at that. That charged attack. Feels pretty satisfying. His weapon is basically like Ruby's scythe from, it's literally called Ruby.
More workers here. And quite a lot of them.
Man, I haven't checked in on that for ages. The last time I looked at it, I think they were on season 4 or 3 or something. And I remember seeing the scene of those mechs with the chain guns running around. Oh my goodness, was it dorky as heck, the animation for that. They had the flippin' mech moving its arms forward like it was sprinting, and it looked weird as hell because they were not good typical limbs, right? They were just literal 2 miniguns attached to some rotators. So having them rotate up and down like that just looks silly. It's like if MechWarrior decided to change the animation. Otherwise it would have been fine, but it just looked so goofy I couldn't help but laugh. It didn't really feel serious, that scene, even though it was supposed to be serious. It's like, oh my goodness, look out, they've got flippin' powered exosuit mechs coming right at us. That are also dancing, apparently. Oh, we are your saviors, and you are thanking us. Thank you. I thank you for thanking me. And a feeling that they grew from the side, I should have ignored my countries. Did those Ravenlocks do anything? Well, we were doing as we were told, so they tied us up. Nothing else? Good. Alright, there was another batch of workers ahead of us. They should be by the roof. Of course, there's always another batch. Don't worry, I'll handle it. You should get out of here as soon as you can. Let's continue.
Is Hartman behind this, too?
Of course. He threw them into the hollow like offerings for the Exaltists. To him, those workers are just another resource, no different from the ether his company mines in the hollow.
Very nice.
There's more over there.
Give us a strong enemy. I want to beat up something.
It's different this time. Don't rush in. Let's listen in on what they're saying first. I still need more direct evidence to ensure the plan is absolutely foolproof.
At least that a shadow clone of Hugo was kind of fun to find.
The compensation you promised. It's all real, right?
Oh, your compensation will be not even your life, because we're taking that too.
All we have to do is follow you into the hollow for some simple tasks, and you'll give us a huge sum of dennies. It sounds real suspicious.
That's because it is, lady.
Shut your trap. You keep yapping and asking questions. If this is all so suspicious, why were you so eager to sign up for it?
Desperation.
Because I don't have a choice. My daughter was previously caught in the hollow disaster and suffered severe corruption. The treatment costs have completely drained our family's savings. So that's why...
It's the same for me. A serious illness at a senior age. I need the money.
Who would risk taking a job like this unless they were desperate? I'll do it. No matter how suspicious. As long as I can get paid, I'll do anything. Even risk my life.
Ah, that was the key word.
Wait, you people from the Ravenlock family, you're part of a big company in Tops. You wouldn't go back on your word, right?
Don't worry, you'll get every denny you were promised. But before we start...
I don't know about that.
You all need to take this medicine first.
A dead person doesn't get wages. Oh. Oh no. Don't take it, lady. Don't do it.
Bro, should we really be doing this already?
No, bro.
These workers keep talking. We're wasting time like this. And the sooner they take it, the sooner it'll be over. Consider it an early release for them.
What? You didn't say anything about having to take pills before.
Well, you should have read the fine print.
Look, this is good stuff, all right? It'll increase your ether aptitude. There's tons of people who'd kill for something like this.
Exactly! You'll be working in the hollow for several hours. This is essential medication. You have to take it before we continue. If you refuse, then you can forget about the job.
Come on, Hugo, get in there, boy.
You won't receive the compensation
Save
either.
for civilians.
Lycon, what are you doing?
Lycon's gonna do it.
Rescuing those workers, of course. There's clearly something off about those pills. We can't let them take them.
Now is not the right time. As I said, we need more evidence to ensure the plan works.
And as I said many years ago, you can't exploit innocence to achieve your goal.
So that's how you see it.
Well, don't cell phones work in the hollows? Can't we just like take video evidence and then like, I don't know, maybe shove those medication into like a evidence bag or something? And then give them the video and the
If that's not what you want me to
so-called
think,
medicine
then explain everything
to the
me.
police, you would think. But Hugo believes it's not enough. They must have actual victims as evidence.
All right. It's a little complicated, but simply put, these workers will be fine.
Oh?
Of course, it's your choice to trust me or not. But if you try to rush in, I will stop you.
That means he has sabotaged it beforehand?
I trust you.
well. Meanwhile, the workers have also made their decision. Except for the talkative worker, most of them already swallowed the pills. That's when the arrogant Ravenlock family finally reveals his true nature, saying, "You think I'd let you run?" while forcibly shoving the pill into the worker's mouth. After clearly capturing everything, Hugo lets out a sigh of relief.
All right. That's the evidence.
Well, he was recording it. Good.
Now we can go and beat them into the ground as much as you want.
Oh, goody. My favorite part.
Don't forget, you owe me an explanation. Also, don't overdo it and kill them, even if they're the worst of the Ravenlock family.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, Your Holiness, Saint Lycon.
You just beat Twitch. Oh, look, he's actually with us. Oh, my boy,
Why
you do the
don't
work,
you
I'll run
take a
around looking
guess?
pretty.
We're the ones here to stop you.
Oh, wait.
Can't remember the last time we worked this well as a team.
Oh, don't lies. Ooh, do it on him too.
Your legs?
Yes.
How are they feeling?
Something bigger to fight. Yes.
I'm fine.
To be honest, I think I prefer the way you used to fight.
The end is nigh.
You had a lot more aggression.
Repent!
I've merely learned to control my strength.
Delicious.
When I need to be aggressive, I will be.
Let the party begin.
Oh, it's over already. Damn. I was just getting into it.
God damn it! Who the hell are you? How dare you mess with the Ravenlock family?
That totalizer is quite nice, though. Oh, you'd be able to get like some pretty quick rotations, just because it like completely ends the stun. Like I see you would. I wonder if they would bring in a character at some point that gives everybody a bit of a stun or daze increase. That would be quite nice. That would work pretty well with Hugo. Maybe that's for the next patch.
Ravenlock.
With their
Savor the name while you can, for it
10
will
or so
soon
already
cease to
show
exist.
teased characters.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means exactly what I said. I think this might be good for you. Sever your ties while you can. You still have a chance to walk your own
Man, I really need a drink.
The family's honor comes above all else.
Is that really what you think? I saw the compassion on your face just now.
Oh, excuse me. I had to choke a little, cough a bit there. Choke? Yes, I was choking. Hello, Mage Finboy.
You're not from the main family,
What is the ups
right?
and the downs?
That's why you were assigned
today
to
for
these
you.
trivial tasks. But in reality, there's no need for you to keep playing this boring game for them.
I don't have a choice. From the moment I was born into the Ravenlock family,
You always have a choice.
He was put on
if you're willing
a
to
leash,
act.
probably. The moment he was born.
All right. Let's end the small talk here.
Hulago delivers a swift chop to the back of the necks of the Ravenlock family members.
Don't
This is
worry,
good night.
Lycon. I didn't hit them too hard, just enough to keep them quiet.
How's that? My acting's pretty good, right?
Oh, you're just doing some gacha dailies and then getting some groceries. Ah, nice. Today was also a grocery day for me. Thankfully, I did so before stream.
As always, a certain someone
It's usually
should take some lessons from you.
end of the week, sort of, for me. And then we get takeaways as well, which is always nice.
I'll leave the rest to you then.
This week I grabbed a chicken katsu. Do love my chicken katsu. It's been a bit hard to find like a pretty good one nearby, but thankfully we do have one. workers carry the Ravenlock family members away, and now only Lycon and Hugo remain.
Okay, now can you tell me exactly what's going on here?
There's also, of course, Wua's anniversary things coming up pretty soon as well. So probably like jump on there and do a few more dailies for that later. Oh, I've still got Star Rail to do too. But that's okay. Star Rail's pretty quick and easy because there's not really anything in it at the moment.
That worker just now was actually an informant of mine. The pills were swapped out with vitamin tablets.
Very good, Hugo, very good.
Outside of this batch, some workers have already taken the actual substance Hartman has. But rest assured, the antidote for it is already in development. I found the best in the field to help, and with the data I collected before, we should have results soon.
I wanted to ask, the reason you decided to lock yourself in a room and endure the effects of the drug?
Was it to find out all the side effects so then they could perhaps make an antidote?
Besides getting evidence, it was also to collect data on this drug in order to create an antidote, correct?
I mean, you know, they kind of just implied it with their previous visits.
It seems you're not completely beyond hope.
I thought you were just being stubborn.
Sometimes I wonder if you know me at all.
Then, I have one last question. Why did you never tell me any of this back then?
Maybe the phrase, to fool one's enemy, one must first fool his allies. I know that's probably a terrible excuse in this situation.
Is, I heard everything. That entire conversation between you and Jack.
That conversation where he was like telling Lycone that if Hugo goes too far, Lycone must be the one to stop him.
Before he passed away in that small attic. When Jack called you aside and gave you those warnings.
When he told me you might go down the wrong path?
That's right.
You never said anything.
Lurking in the shadows.
What would I even do? Scream and rage over your suspicions, or get on my knees and beg for you to trust me? You know there's no way I'd allow myself to do such a thing. Besides, back then, even I was confused about myself.
Jack,
It's all in the past. You don't need to explain anything to me. Enough. We should get going. If we're going to reminisce over the past, we should find a more suitable location.
How about save my proxy butt from earlier? Because I believe Hartman was in the room with a gun last.
Lycon? That incident back then. I didn't do it. It was a scheme Hartman devised to take over the family.
Oh.
It was Hartman who killed my father, too. I only discovered the truth long after the fact. I did indeed attack my father, and I thought he was dead. But he wasn't. I couldn't kill him.
That's your wallpaper? It is quite nice. They always like do really good art for these shots.
And even before that, if I hadn't hesitated, none of what followed would have happened. Even now, I still think they deserve death. But I no longer care to personally deliver that fate.
Well, at least,
they're beneath me.
We know now that Hugo's not actually a killer.
Things to do.
Well, hasn't killed anyone, I mean. He might still be a killer, just maybe, like, you know, beats them half to death. But at least they're not dead, you know. That works.
I know we may never agree on that point, Lycon.
I can't wait to use Hugo. I'm glad like they did give us a bit of a trial in the story. I was kind of like, I know Vivian and Hugo wouldn't be available to this patch, but like last patch, their involvement was quite heavy in that the story for that anyway. So it was like, oh man, why didn't they give us, you know, a little bit of a tease? They kind of did with having like Vivian and Hugo follow you around in combat. They kind of did like what their basic attack string, and that was it.
I once wanted to fight against those ugly truths that defined me, but I discovered that the more I rejected them, the more painful it became.
Yeah, Hugo's definitely quite a cool character, both story-wise and gameplay-wise. Just the fact that he whips out like a suitcase that is a scythe that happens to be a railgun as well.
So, I could only accept that crazed, hateful, and malicious side of myself. As long as I know I will never become like my father, like Hartman.
Like Fartman.
That is enough for me.
We shall forever call him Fartman, because he's just an old fart.
You've changed, but I think that might be a good thing.
Don't patronize me. You've changed a lot too, compared to before. I still disagree with Jack's words, and I won't forgive your betrayal. I will walk the path I believe is right, even if I must tread over thorns and through the mud. But I will also allow you to walk your own path, Lycon.
Should I say thank you?
You're welcome. Come to think of it, we haven't talked about your legs and eye.
It was just an accident, not your fault. I'm doing well now. I hope you are too.
Does this mean the boys are back together for reals now?
On the contrary, perhaps I should be the one apologizing. I misjudged you. I used to think you wanted power, that everything you did was for your own ambitions. I thought you wanted the power to pass judgment on all in this world like a god.
I am a god. I am my own god. Or you could say that in this world, everyone is their own god.
Ah, yes. The whole, you are a pilot of your own life sort of thing.
There are many things that we are powerless to change. But there are also many choices we can make. Just as I said before, I am the only one who can kill me or save me.
I'm glad you think that way.
He's also the only one who can like tie himself up to a chair for 4 limbs somehow, like a magician.
Let's go. I still have one last thing to do. To witness the end of Ravenlock.
Yes. Good. As Hugo recounts the process of gathering evidence, Hartman, unable to listen any longer, slams the table in anger.
You really think you can take my place if I die? Never, you filthy bastard!
Ah, yes, this is where we left off before we went through all of that lovely backstory.
Your little tricks mean nothing. As long as the Ravenlock family stands, I can still get back on my feet.
You still don't get it, do you? This was never about avenging my father. And I don't care about taking your place. I didn't come this far just to kill you. That'd be pathetic. Right on cue. Why don't you take a look at this, Uncle?
On behalf of TOPS, I'd like to clarify that we had no involvement in the Ravenlock family's actions. TOPS is officially terminating all partnerships with the Ravenlock family, effective immediately. We will have no further affiliation with them.
Who is this? He looks like an Axa.
Are you crazy?
Somewhat.
What the hell do you get out of ruining the Ravenlocks? You want to be a petty thief forever?
Thief? Oh, Uncle. Allow me to reintroduce myself.
He is the heir. The true heir.
I'm the name people whisper about.
Okay, never mind.
The one who robs the rich and gives to the poor.
Robin Hood.
I'm the master con artist who can fool anyone, anytime.
But next.
I'm the leader of Mockingbird. The one who turns every headline into my own stage. I have friends who'd catch me if I fall, partners who'd shed tears for me, and allies who always have my back.
But there's us.
I am Hugo Vlad.
Ah.
You're the one who needs the Ravenlock name. I never did.
That was my mistake. I forgot. Yeah, he didn't take on the Ravenlock family name. I just called him like Hugo Ravenlock at one point.
You ungrateful bastard! You should have never been born.
You flatter me. Same goes for you, Uncle.
About to be at Crunkle. In jail. You leave the Ravenlock Manor on Hugo's speedboat. Oh, here's a speedboat. After reaching Port Elpis, you all wait for Lycone to arrive.
You've done well, Vivian.
You had better give me an explanation.
And here I thought this would be a touching reunion. What's with all the anger?
Hugo, I'm a member of Mockingbird too. And I mourned your death.
Listen, Vivian. I don't want you or the people you cherish to get caught up in danger because of me. I've always been selfish. So I don't hesitate to use you all as variables in my plans.
I'm expecting a slap at any minute.
But it is because I am selfish that I also don't want my failures to affect my treasured companions. In any case, if you were in the same position, would you not make the same decisions?
Or maybe Hugo's too Hugo to... You'll get away with it.
Lycon's taking care of everything outside. We should go. Also, Belle, thank you. And I'm sorry for the whole act where I threatened you. It was the only way for Hartman to drop his guard against you and leave you be. I, Hugo Vlad, am forever indebted to you.
Ooh. Does that mean you can join my party for free? I don't have to pull it?
Master Prophet, although it is late, there is some important intel that I must give you now.
So, Lycon, you knew about Hugo's plan to fake his death?
I was simply playing along. After all, I could not determine whether Hugo's plan would pose a threat to you. You are a student of the mayor's late friend, and I am obligated to protect you.
You still have that habit of finding awkward excuses when you're embarrassed.
Mr. Hugo Vlad, if you have any important intelligence to share, please do so with haste.
Well, where's the
I need to return to rest before midnight.
Formality, Mr. Hugo Vlad.
You two sure are close.
For the sake of a certain old fossil's sleep schedule, I'll keep it brief. I learned from Camille that Dina intends to embed the sacrifice core into the sacrifice. Apparently, it will make the sacrifice much stronger. Sacrifices created this way will not retain their minds and will indiscriminately attack all living beings, including their creator.
Ooh, lovely.
So the Exaltists don't do this. It would bring them no benefit. But Dina's concoction can control people's minds. If a person takes the pill and is injected with the serum Landon left behind, the sacrifice would be under its creator's control. Although the dormant sacrifice has been destroyed, Dina found a batch of that serum her father created and wants to create new sacrifices.
Sounds like she's going to be the new remembrance character in Zenless Zone Zero. She will summon her sacrifice and use it as her combatant and become a boss fight. Okay, I'm just talking out my butt.
Never mind the sacrifice. Hartman's sacrifice core is a fake. We don't know where the real one's gone.
The real core has always been here.
Ah, yes. We kind of guessed that.
Here? In Lord Vathan's video store?
Hugo swap-a-rooted for somewhere.
Vivian, do you remember when I suggested you give that collectible to our dear proxy?
I remember. But that was just an ordinary pendant. And I've met the person who submitted it. She has absolutely no connection to the Exaltists.
How about our dear proxy take out that pendant so we can take a look?
After finding the pendant sent by Vivian, Hugo takes it and gently presses a hidden clasp. The pendant clicks open, and from the middle, inside, is 10 million dinnies having the sacrifice core. Ah, the tear-shaped thingy. I guess like the hinge wasn't really visible before, because I did rotate around it before and I was looking around seeing if there's anything suspicious, but I guess it was hidden on the inside. Exclamation point.
I'll take your surprised expressions as a compliment for my little trick.
Oh, you cheeky Hugo. He started again.
I will hand over this core to the mayor as agreed, since he fulfilled his promise to protect Vivian and the manager while I was pretending to be dead. I won't go back on my promises.
I like how that Lycone interrupted a little with the cough. He's like,
I can't believe I thought he was actually being sincere.
Since we have the sacrifice core, all we have to do now is stop Dina from using innocent people to make more sacrifices.
Yes, and we need to destroy the last batch of Landon's serum.
Hopefully with no options left, Dina will give up her obsession.
All right, that's the important stuff. I'm going to go and confirm where Landon's serum's been stashed.
I feel like she might be too far gone.
I'll contact you again once I have something.
But who knows? It's anime, right? Anybody can be turned around. Oh, no vocals. What's wrong, Lycone? Weren't you in a rush to get back and rest? You act like you're going to turn into a werewolf after midnight or something. How are you feeling now? Relax, I'm not kicking the bucket just yet. But you look a bit more run down than before. Just getting over something nasty, that's all. Risking your neck like that wasn't exactly smart. Maybe you should have... Lycone, remember what I said back when I faked my death? For a permanent and absolute victory, we must endure the pain of cutting away rotten flesh and persevere through the darkest hour before dawn. Wow. Does that not strike you right in the cocoa? As a little bit, well, what do you call it, sharp, because it's a bit edgy. Not wrong, sure, but it was arrogant enough. Instead of playing God and picking who lives or dies, I'd rather just do what I can do. Because at the end of the day, a person can only shape their own destiny, nothing more. You've really come a long way. Well, I appreciate the compliment. Hugo, you've got a lot of explaining to do. No more secrets. I will. I'll lay it all out. I promise. Oh, there was no I there, but never mind. After a little chat, Lycone, Hugo, and Vivian say their goodbye and take off. Back in your room, you drift off to a deep, nice sleep. Kind of sounds weird. It should be nice, deep sleep, maybe. I don't know. Whatever. Belle, Hugo sent a message earlier. There's new progress on the sacrifice situation. They found a large batch of unused sacrifice serum. Oh no! He wants us to be their guide. He, Vivian, and Lycone will be heading into the Hollow with us to destroy the serum. And I'll use the HDD system this time to head into the Hollow with you. Ooh. So we have both twins in there. Well, one will be in there, and then the other one will be using, what's his name? Ito? Oh no, I've forgotten. Eos. Flip, it's right there. Tell me when you're ready. Remember to bring Eos with you. No, wait a moment. Alright. Well, that went a little bit longer than I was expecting, but I will have to stop there for now. I am in need of a beverage. But let's see if we've got any last second things we can probably quickly do. Nothing in the events yet. Oh, there's this one. That's got 41 days. I was like, hey, plenty of time. Don't worry. Won't worry about that one too much. Oh, we could try another round of Deadly Assault. Why not? End it how we started in Deadly Assault. See if we can get this terrible run up to at least a rank. Now let's see. So defensive versus chain attack. Let's see something that would benefit chain attacks. So days dealt by ages increased by 2%. Damage dealt by chain attacks increased by 50%. Chain attacks in the enemy. Blah 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 blah. So we could stick with that one because it does help with chain attacks. Nothing about defensive assists there. Yeah, well, stick with that one. Off we go. He's hoping we can do better. It doesn't take like 10 attempts. Immediately swapped.
Don't get hit.
Help is here.
And yep, get slapped. Why not?
Get lost.
Oh dear. There we go.
Watch this!
Oh, I was expecting that to be a quick assist. Not quick assist, the flippin' defensive assist. Oh no!
Gotcha now!
Now I'm out.
Around and around and stop!
At least it was better than last time. So
Only
far.
champions make history.
These defensive assists really do get to the point. Yep, just use all.
Again. I pledge my honor!
I'm reminded of Armor Rivals there.
Here we go!
Give us an attack boost.
Troublesome.
There it is.
How about this?
Oh boy. We're already at the halfway point.
Don't look at me!
You or me? Make way for the undefeated champion!
Stack that. Whoops, got no more left.
This one's a real crowd pleaser.
Should have had Saka do that first.
Don't look at me! How annoying. Get blessed! Seriously? Are you tired?
Gotcha now.
Close. Oh. You know what?
Just
Spam
don't blink!
But I got 15 seconds.
But I know. Take this.
2 seconds. Oh, okay, we're back. He just barely got across the finish line there. But that's okay. Oh. Really kind of stuck with that team for that one. The other two I could have done better, because both those teams actually do very well. I just performed pretty crap. But at least that's out of the way. I don't really care about going for the extra stuff too much. As long as you get the polychromes, I'm happy. And then tomorrow I'll probably have a look at doing this. Get that out of the way. Got 3 days left. Or I might do it over the weekend. Just depends. So I'll probably catch up on some personal projects tomorrow and whatnot. But yes, that'll be it for me tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you all for watching. It is always good fun playing some Zenless Zone Zero, especially when there's more combat involved. I look forward to when the next patch comes out, actually. I mean, I need more resources. Hang on, before I do anything. How much can I get? Oh wait, that was the right one. Oh no, that is the first one. 78. Ooh. I guess if we need it for emergency, it's like our emergency flipping fund. Got 78 pulls there. Because I do want to get Vivian just so I can put it with Jane and any other future anomaly characters that come out. But after playing Hugo, I'm also like, man, Hugo's actually really fun, and I like his new little mechanic there for stun, where he just gets rid of the stun status, but it does a massive burst of damage. Makes it does it very quick too. So instead of like constantly dealing damage while the enemy is stunned, it just does a huge burst. That honestly feels like it would output more damage over time than the typical stun one. Unless, I guess, if you've got what's her name?
Eradicate all evil.
Yeah.
A new case to solve?
Qingyi. Because Qingyi's, of course, got that damage buff against stun opponents, which is quite nice. And then Trigger's got one too, but Trigger's one I think is better because hers works all the time. They don't need to be stunned for that damage bonus to be in effect. It's quite nice. So Trigger's also a really good one. But anywho, I won't get too deep into that. I will probably be back on, I don't know, maybe Monday? I will have to see what's happening. So I might be busy at work. But anywho, thank you again for watching. Hope you enjoyed that, and I will catch you when I see you. Good night. Have a good one.